Hi, I'm Emma, and today we're going to be cooking one of my favorite meals, sweet and sour meatballs. The first thing I did is I preheated my oven to 375. Now to get this meal started, you're going to need 2 pounds of ground beef. You can also use ground chicken or ground turkey, but I prefer beef, so today I'm going to use that. Next is 1.5 cups of milk. Then also, really easy to remember, the same amount of breadcrumbs, 1.5 cups. Then next is half a cup of chopped onions, finely chopped. Next is 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Now there's no real order in what you have to put this in here, but I just like to start with my milk, gradually with the breadcrumbs. So, a little bit of breadcrumbs first, and then a little bit of milk. Now remember, that's 1.5 cups of milk, and 1.5 cups of breadcrumbs. Now you're going to have to get your hands dirty. First I like to use one hand, so I can just add my ingredients at a time. Now you're going to need a little bit of milk when you're doing this because the breadcrumbs are quite dry. But just add them in gradually. And when you start adding everything in, really, you'll need to use your 2 hands. Okay, so after you're done combining all the ingredients in the bowl, it's time to get the pan. I like to use a non-stick pan because if you don't use a non-stick pan, when you try and remove them, they will crack and break. Now, you roll them up in a ball about the size of the palm of your hand, so then they fit perfectly, and you can pretty much make a good-sized fist. These are so delicious. I can't wait to show you how to make this sauce. Okay, now that you're done rolling the meatballs out and putting them on the pan, remember we preheated our oven to 375, so by now it should be ready. So I'm going to put these in. You put them in for about 25 to 30 minutes. Put them on for 25 minutes and then check them after that to see how much longer they need. They might be ready. All ovens cook things differently. Oh, and remember, the oven rack should be in the middle of your oven, so just like that. So, all you have to do is close it up, check it in 25 minutes, and see how your meatballs turn out. Okay, the meatballs have been in for 25 minutes. It says 25 to 30 minutes, but they only took 25 minutes this time. So what you do, after they come out of the oven, is you scrape them off the pan right away. Don't see them and leave them because they are in grease. These smell delicious. I can't wait to start on the sauce. Okay, now that the meatballs are out of the oven, it's time to start on the good part, the sauce. I put the meatballs over on the counter on a plate to cool down. Remember, take them off the baking sheet. If you don't, they'll be sitting in grease and not the best. Okay, we're going to start off with half a cup of water. Then next, half a cup of butter. Melted butter. Then, 2 cups of ketchup. Okay. A lot of ketchup, but just the right amount. Then, a 1/4 cup of vinegar, white vinegar. Then, half a cup of molasses. Okay. It is important that you do not substitute the molasses. It's the molasses that makes these meatballs sticky. We're going to simmer the sauce on medium heat for 15 minutes, uncovered. Then we're going to add the meatballs and heat them thoroughly. This dish is also best served with the better rice, which I have cooking right here. It's going to be delicious. That's perfect. Look how this sauce is thickening. Now the fun part. We're going to add the meatballs in the sauce. Add them in carefully. This is going to be so delicious. I cannot wait to eat this. Okay, now that the meatballs are all in the sauce, we're going to leave them in there for about 3 minutes just to heat up again. Remember, they were out on the counter, so they're going to be a little cool. Just want to heat them up. Okay, so we're ready to serve. Put the rice in the plate, and for every plate I would say about 6 meatballs would be just enough. And we got all that rice. And then a little bit of sauce on top. I cannot wait to try this. That is perfect. Just like my grandma made it. Well, thank you. I hope I helped you make a new dish for your family. Join me next time because I'm going to make the best Caesar salad dressing you've ever had.